Hey, oh, see, I got so used to keeping the mic on that I want to anyway. How how are you guys? How are you guys doing? I've been playing guitar and watching D&D videos, and I'm thinking since the show's gonna shift and probably in the next 2 weeks, um, yeah. So I see a lot more opportunities other than just playing guitar. Not that there's anything wrong with playing guitar. I'm gonna get it down. But I've been sort of sitting here sipping and watching videos since about three. I must have ate 2 pounds of brisket. I swear to God, I'm so full. But you know what? This is how you should feel on your Friday. I'm so happy. I'm slightly buzzed, so I'm gonna very carefully nurse this. But man, got off my day. I was like, ugh. Got home about I want to say two. Uh, had this brisket in the fridge, cooked it up at 350 for like an hour, flipped it over a couple of times, and then all the juices came out. I was like, I should make some rice. I was like, not even gonna overdo this. I must have had like four brisket sandwiches with like mayo, and on one with mayo and ketchup, arugula, and some pepper flakes. Super hot out the oven, cut it in like triangles, like mom used to make. Perfect. Came back like 20 minutes later, had another one without the red pepper flakes. Threw it in the toaster oven, which I thought would contain heat, but toaster ovens give off heat really fast. I was like, all right. So like 2 hours later, about I want to say about 4:30, I was like, oh man, I've been drinking for like 2 hours. I need to slow up because I have a show tonight, show program. We haven't even decided what this gathering is going to be called. So I nuked it up again. I peeled off a couple of slabs of it, really thin. Just ate it with a fork. Hit some of it with like mayo. I was like, ooh, that's pretty nice too. Had a mayo and brisket sandwich. So I was like, fine. All right. Ooh, you need to calm down, right? You need to calm down. You can have the rest of it with broccoli, some vegetables, Came back in here, watched some more D&D videos. I was like, ooh, man, I wonder how hard it would be to be a DM. So I looked up DM videos, came back, was like, oh, that's one too many. Went back, had another sandwich. And like in the last 20 minutes, I want to say since about 5:30, I polished off the last of it. So I'm like, I feel like a fat, gloated pig, but it's on my Friday. That's fine. I just can't do that every day, 7 days a week. But man, what a nice lead into my weekend. I can't even hate on it. I would love to tell you, but you know what? Days like this, after your work week, it's fine that you binge on stuff, right? But you just don't want to do it every day. You just want to hide behind your feelings and eat, right? But Friday, knock yourself out. You know you have a problem when you're doing it Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and like random Thursdays. You're like, nah. But it was brisket. I don't have brisket all the time. It was so nice. It was so nice. Ah, I have to remember that place. And I also got lucky too. Again, it didn't rain. It was supposed to rain today. Did not rain. And on top of it not raining, when I left work, traffic began to build in the opposite direction that I was going. And I was like, I didn't notice it then, but when I got home, I was like, I want to hate on this day, but it was kind of very nice. And on top of that, I just realized today we are supposed to have the schedule this weekend, and it's Friday already. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow, probably on stream. I'm not even gonna stress about what's good content or not. We're just gonna work out the guitar schedule on stream, even as we're changing the string, right? Oh man, it was so good. That brisket was so fucking. I mean, God bless anybody who is a vegetarian, but I don't know how you could be a vegetarian because there's brisket out there in the world just asking to be eaten. It's so good. It was so good. Oh my God. Yeah. on potato, white bread, mayo, the first one, ketchup on the other one, mushroom, like a lot of mayo, that squeeze ketchup with a little olive oil in it. Mm, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Uh, I guess I've gotten used to it, so I buy either or now. But I'd rather it's tradition. Rather come into like the jug. Hellman's is the same as Duke's, by the way. Hellman's on the East Coast, Duke's on the West Coast. Uh, they're the same thing. Um, Same recipe, good recipe. Why didn't they call it Hellman's on the? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Hellman's bought it. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, same thing. Hit it with mayo. Hit it with salt and pepper. Hit it with, hey, Rick, how you doing? Hit it with, we're talking about brisket. I just had like 5 brisket sandwiches. Unnecessary. Whew. But man, what a way to start my weekend. I'm so happy. Uh, it was a pretty good brisket. Yeah, yeah. You know what? They keep talking about shortages. If you run across something you like, buy it. God only knows the next time you'll get it. Um, and it only cost me like $3. Like a nice like from where did I get it from? Harris Teeter, I think. So was it, but man, it was the right thing. It was the night. It was the best way to end the weekend. It's like if you have a Pat's Blue Ribbon with your boys, that might as well be champagne with strangers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so. Exactly. Exactly. Well, you're close to me. You know what's up. But man, it was pretty good. And I was like, this is how you end your work week. This is nice. This is nice. So I got the fire, not the fire, but I guess the freezer burning in the other half of the place. And I decided to give up the CBD. So that's going to be a slowly disappearing thing here. But who knows, right? I try not to have. I'm weird. I have a friend who gave up alcohol, which I totally agree with. But my whole thing was never to fall in love with any like substance, right? And if you did, I get like banish it from your life. But some people believe that discipline can cure it, right? I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. They say that it's a mind thing where not a mind thing, but like it changes your mind chemistry. Um, I don't know, but sometimes I'm just like, you got to know when to like knock off some of this stuff, and it's always good to just kind of keep an internal check on yourself, like you keep an internal check on the outside world, right? So you go, oh, am I drinking too much? Ooh, am I eating too much something? Or oh, am I losing too much weight? Or you know what I mean? That kind of thing. No one ever goes, ooh, am I too stupid? Maybe I should read a book now. No one ever does that. Uh, but I think it's a good thing that you sort of check your spiritual, mental, physical barometer because you're put up with a lot. Like all the stuff that goes on in our world is like it might as well be a rainstorm hitting you with like hot rain, super dark with pellets, and like every now and then you have to seek shelter to make sure that you're all right and you can carry on. Right? Is that if that makes any sense? Okay. Well, this is a good thing. How do you quit smoking? Right. All right. There's a book that a friend of mine loved, where she said she read it and stopped smoking, and I can't even imagine a book being that grand. But I mean, I just sort of after 6 years muscled like honestly 2 weeks together, and I was so protective of that streak of 2 weeks that it's led to this 20-year streak of me not smoking. So I don't know. I think you might have to find right. I also have a couple of people who quit smoking with gum and still chew the gum. right? And I'm like, but that's still nicotine, just in a different form. But as long as they're not smoking, I'm like, all right, now you just have to give up the gum. But we're all different. We are all different, and that's a weird thing about it. And I would rather cook and eat and cook and eat and eat and put on weight than remain a smoker, even as I smoke CBDs, but which are not addictive. So I should be able to give these up with no problem, right? Uh, because I won't be called back to it like nicotine calls you back to it. Um, but yeah, after you get off, then you can just adjust and lose the weight. I think it's better. But the problem, look, wow, that is really. How did you give up? I can tell you how I gave up smoking, and there were several things that I looked at that I wanted to make sure I kept around. So I didn't want to quit. Like I was a bar guy. I used to play darts and play pool and schmooze everybody, right? So I didn't want to have to give up bar life because it was a giant social thing with me. Uh, so I had to be able to go to a bar where everyone else was smoking and not be interested in smoking. Right. And that was a giant thing for me. And the first time I quit for 6 months, the reason I went back because there was a cute girl in our bar and she offered me a cigarette and I had been drinking a lot. And I was like, yeah, why not? And then like I was like, I can't believe I quit. I smoked a cigarette yesterday. I can't believe it. But I'm fine. I finally smoked one cigarette. Within 3 weeks, I was back to buying cigarettes. Within 3 weeks, after 6 months, I was like, never again. Never fucking ever again. And once I strung another 2 weeks together, but after that, it took me, I strung together 6 months and then I broke it. And it took me 6 years to quit again for like 2 weeks. And after that, I was like, never again, never again. Right? It's the arrogance of, yeah, I can have one with me anyway. I don't know. Like everybody's got a different mindset. I've heard like the famous actor Audie Murphy decided he was drinking too much. It was he was an alcoholic. He was a war veteran and a movie star, and he locked himself in a room, a Hollywood like bougie hotel, had room service and all that, and he didn't smoke, and so he just had them bring him food and shit. But and then after a week, that was it. That's mine, kind of that's the mental discipline I'm looking for. Where he would have been like, maybe I'll pick up the piano, and within a year he'd be playing something because you know what I'm saying. And it's all of us. We can't when we approach it in a way that is not good for us and we fail at it, we hate ourselves. So we have to know ourselves enough to go, that's not going to work for me. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I might try that, but that's not. But you also have to be adventurous enough about yourself to go, I'm gonna try something that I'm not used to. And it's a kind of a, I don't want to say it's a mixed bag, but it's like I said, you have to know yourself, right? And I know people, I like people, and I look at the world like this, so I can get a good gauge of people, but I don't know you. I quit once for 9 months, and then one night drank socially, and bam, yeah, exactly. See, exactly. We're gonna put this up. And first, we'll put this up because this is good. But it's like this channel. It's so much about like me being a badass at the guitar, right? It's about discipline. I say it all the time. I want to learn. My discipline is music. I want to learn music, and then I want to like my instrument of learning. My discipline that I'm learning is music. My instrument of music is guitar. But if I do this right, learning music, I should be able to. If someone goes, "This is a piano," I'll be able to know where the C is and the D is and what the flats and the sharps are. And I'm not going to play a concerto for anybody, right? But it'll down the line, hopefully a year or two from now, I'll be like, wow, I know like 3 songs, and I didn't know that like a year or two ago, and that's it. So then maybe I'll only learn 3 or 4 or 5 songs, but I always know enough about the guitar. Then maybe I'll move on with the discipline that I'm building. It doesn't have to stay in the same thing, right? To something else like music or not this music, but like art or the stock market or acting or how to construct a joke or any number of fucking things. Web design, app design, which makes people fucking millions, right? But I think a lot of that also comes with being sort of in the right mind space. And I think we all know the right mind space means cigarettes are one of those things that might be the first discipline that you go, all right, I'm not doing this more. What you know what you can do, Rick? Get one of those water jugs and like every time you buy a pack of cigarettes, put an IOU, however much money that cigarette pack is, and drop it in there. One day you're gonna walk over there and look at them like, how much fucking money is in here, right? And then you're gonna pull it all out. You're gonna be like, that's fucking too much money. Yeah. Well, another impetus of me quitting smoking was, I remember when they were $2.50. I think somewhere when they got to around $7, I quit. It might have been less than 7. But I was like, how much are these? And something was like, you know what I mean? My economics, and it's not like I couldn't afford it. I'm just kind of like, I don't want to pay that much money for cancer. This is ridiculous. And it sort of set my mind, but it took me 6 years after that, being angry at the prices and blah, blah, blah. So I think a lot of things began to fall into place for me to quit. But I think I've always wanted to. I think at the first you plan it in your mind, in your subconscious, and it will take over. It will grow up in your mind, and before you know it, you won't be able to stand you smoking. You know what I mean? And you will drive yourself to quit, and you will find a way. I once quit for about 9 months, and then one night, exactly. That is the truest thing, man. I gotta like this a lot. I wish I could like this on like 2 levels. Same with me. I think I can control it, but in reality, it controls me. Yeah. It was you. Yeah. I gotta do all this. I have a 10K at the end of the year. Nice. Wait, a 10K is 6 miles? How many? How much is a 10K? Where's my phone? How many miles is a 10K?
That would be 6.21 miles.
Yeah. I should take up metrics just to mess with people. I've always been bad at Spanish and math. And somewhere in the back of my head, I really want to pick up my discipline and pick up a language to prove like 12-year-old me that I could do it and get at math, not, just to prove again to like 8-year-old me that I could do it. Because man, I hated math. But I think I got scared away from it because not everybody learns the same. If I put money in a jar for every pack of cigarettes, dude, yeah, that's what you want to do. That's the thing. You put those like sort of like receipts in there, they'll begin to build up. And you'll be like, how many motherfuckers are in here? Right. And then you do the math in your head and be like, Rrr. And then after you quit, you can put like that same equivalent amount of money in there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Man, what a day. I'm not hungry because I just ate a giant brisket. But I could nibble on something. I wish I had, I don't want any of those Cheez-Its, but I wish I had like fruits and, bananas and something. It's a thing, I gotta tell you. You should always have nibbles in the house if you live in like a first world country. I hate to say it. That aren't gonna clog your arteries. I made up a lesson plan. I think I'm gonna begin tomorrow with it. Ooh, nice. Yeah, see? Growth, right? I love it. What's the lesson plan? Are you gonna teach new people how to play guitar? I should check all the streams, which I haven't done yet. Nice. Then count me as a watcher, a viewer. All right, so let's see if we can. Ooh, sorry about that. All right, so we're checking all the streams and setting up stuff that I did not set up today because I was sort of all over the place. And now we're setting this up now. Tomorrow morning show is at 7 a.m. Remember, Tomorrow will be our 43rd day. Oh, The question then becomes, I think I might cruise past the 50th day. I think I might, but there's got to be a system in place for me to sort of move a show if I'm sort of totally whacked out, because I've been getting totally whacked out. This is tomorrow, all right, at 7 a.m. All right, there you go. So that's up, and perfect. And I won't do it all right now. I will check the other two streams. I'm sure they're streaming. One, I told you all the story about me streaming, starting with F major. Really, is that the key you're gonna start in? I mean, I don't know a lot, but I thought everybody started with C. C major, right? No, am I wrong? Or does it not matter? Uh, so yeah, we're streaming. I think we're streaming the two sites. Ooh, game event. Core Summer Multiverse games complete in daily tournament. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're losing. We're losing this. I think this is good. I think we're streaming the two. There you go. All right, so that's good. And over here, is this good too? Please, please. It's very rarely that they're both bad, but I gotta tell you, sometimes it will make. Oh, that's not good. Uh, it'll make you crazy. It will literally make you crazy. Ba, 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 ba. So, yes, please like and subscribe as a guy who's just trying to get to the next stage of guitardom. I don't even know what that means. But put this here. We'll take this and do that. Ooh, I want to think that that worked. So I'm just going to assume that it did. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to assume that it's my fault. All right. Woo! We have been streaming for not very long, just a few minutes. I've got this light on, but it's not really needed because the sunlight all of a sudden has decided to, yeah, cut it off. Has decided to be bright AF. Um, it's your weekend. It's your weekend. You got to knock it out because no one's gonna knock it out for you. I used to love aquariums. Go to the aquarium. Well, this is sort of indoors, isn't it? Go to the beach. What are outdoors? Go to an amusement park. No, an amusement park is the best thing for this type of weirdness that's going on. Take take the girlfriend or the boyfriend to an amusement park. Take the kids or the grandma. Buy everybody. What are those things? Cotton candy. That thing that you put on your tongue and all of a sudden it's instantly gone. Is that cotton candy? I think that's cotton candy. Wow, how old have I gotten? I think it's cotton candy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cotton candy. I'm not even gonna look it up because that would just make me a moron. All right, I'm gonna look it up. Uh, what is this? It's in my library. Then why are you bothering me? All right, so it's cotton candy. There's that candy that I hated. It was what was it? It was where you like funnel cake. Is that funnel cake? Where you squeeze cookie dough batter into like a boiling oil cauldron of oil. I took pictures out of my book for on-screen diagrams. Okay, you might want a day or two ahead just for cushion. With this, there is no cushion. We're doing curry chicken. Oh, nice. Curry chicken. That sounds good. Oof. I'm all of a sudden I'm hungry again, and that's the problem with liking to eat. All right, so what are we thinking? Not candy corn. What are we looking up? Right. No, we were looking up funnel because funnel cake is a. I'm telling you, it looks like they're pooping in hot oil. Funnel cake is essentially pancakes, right? Oh, yeah, funnel cake is just not. It doesn't even look appetizing. I don't get it. Exactly, funnel cake. No, the thing that like you put a cardboard cone in there and then you whip it around and you get that thing that evaporates on your tongue. What is that called? Candy something. It's not candy cane. It's something. That is that cotton candy? I guess it is cotton cotton candy. It's been so long since I. Yeah, that's cotton candy. Cotton candy is also known as fairy floss. Fairy floss and candy floss is a sponge sugar confection that resembles cotton. It usually contains small amounts of flavoring or food coloring. Yeah, I guess that's it. Cotton candy. Oh, used to love that stuff. I could not understand why it didn't last longer. I guess people are starting their Fridays early. Yeah, it's all sugar. I guess that's why yeah, exactly. But when I was a kid, it was only two colors, right? I feel like it was only two colors, but it could have been 1,000 colors. And I always think that it was blue or pink, and I don't know why. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it would have way of that. Da-da. Exactly. Exactly. Blue and pink. Ooh, wow, look at this. I actually tried to play a game a few weeks ago called Dwarf Romantic, and most of it looked like this, and it was very jagged and stuttery, which was sad because Dwarf Romantic is an awesome game. Um, what a day! And the sun is rising. It seems like it's getting brighter outside as the day gets later. Here it is. When does the sun set?
Sunset will be at 8:12 p.m. today.
Okay, we've got 2 hours. Uh, yeah, moonrise, sunset. I guess it doesn't mean anything to most people, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be important, right? Even if we don't know why it's important. Whew. All right, so what are we doing? Excuse me. So what are we doing? Um, I'm actually sitting here thinking about what I'm gonna cook tomorrow. The last few weeks, I cooked burgers and like hot dogs in a skillet pan, and they were great. I mean, they survived in the as leftovers for about 4 days, which was great. I gotta figure out, I guess, healthier cooking, but I want them to be tasty. I just don't want them to be healthy. Uh, first world problems. I guess at this rate, first world problems are wildfires, right? Oh my God, California is still on fire, but there are other places that are on fire too. Apparently, do we want to look up world events? Let's shrink this one down and put this one over here and write news Environmental news. Water shortages and droughts are California's biggest environmental concern. California is about to be fucking empty if they don't fucking fix their shit. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. That was my fault. All right, so let's click on this and do that. And let's enlarge in this screen. What is environmental groups sound alarm over proposed changes to stormwater regulation? Yeah. What are the five major? Yeah. What is it? There's like pollution, air, water, fire, and flood. What do you got? Ozone depletion, greenhouse effect, global warming. Okay, isn't that like all right? Desertification. What the fuck is that? Deforestation. Okay, loss of biodiversity. Disposal. Okay, I don't even see. This is why nobody gets it because you couldn't even put that in a language that people understand. What are some environmental currents? What is the greatest threat to environment today? People, climate change. What are 10 environmental issues? 10 now? Global warming, acid rain. I haven't heard acid rain since the 70s. Air pollution. Yep. Urban sprawl. That's a lot of people. Waste disposal. Okay. Ozone layer depletion, which is global warming, I think. Water pollution. I don't think that's the thing. I think water is an issue. Climate change. Okay. And you say only three. What do you say? Global warming and climate change, water pollution and ocean acidification and loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity means extinction of other creatures, right? So you don't have a lot of diversity anymore because you're murdering it off. What are the five effects of climate change? What are the four major environmental problems? What are the 10 ways to reduce pollution? Less people. I really do think, don't tell anybody this, I don't want to get in trouble. But every now and then, oh, let's shrink this. Stuff gets out of hand. And oh, good Lord, man. Stuff gets out of hand, and the environment eventually takes care of it. So now we have a giant pandemic raging. God only knows why. And it's not so bad that it's so bad, but it's still, bad. But remember, the pandemic before we had all this medication in England, right? In like 1660, 1645, something, whatever, wiped out like large percentages, like better than a third, some say a half of the population. That's a lot of motherfuckers. So a third to a half of the population of this country, America, would be a third of 345 million people, would be about 101.5 million people, 1.25 million people, 111 million people. About. Britain only has 68 million people, so a quarter of them would be 30, right? So they go from 68 million people to about to about 40 something. Ugh, it's dark. Yeah, it's dark. So, I mean, nobody wants to be the guy who can't get on the lifeboat, but at the same time, it's sort of it just keeps getting worse. We'll change the name of it. We won't call it this country's virus, so there's no racism. Okay, but what? Why? What? That right there is quintessentially an American thing, right? You're gonna worry about the racism of it first before. I don't know, man. Ugh. We'll see. Let's see what we got here. UK already undergoing disruptive climate change. Last year was the third warmest, fifth wettest, and eighth sunniest on record in the UK. Wow. Wow. Last year was the third warmest, the fifth wettest, and the eighth sunniest. So it was super sunny and bright when it wasn't super duper rainy. No one in Britain has air conditioners because it never gets that warm, right? So when England has a heat wave of like 85 degrees, people lose their shit. Old people start dying. Um, yeah, they have two faucets for whatever reason, but they also really don't need air conditioners. It's amazing. Everyone in this country, maybe with the exception of, I think even Seattle and Oregon have air conditioners. It tells you how mild their weather is. Democrats call infrastructure bill a down payment on climate. You call it whatever the fuck you want. $1 trillion is not anything. And don't give me your down payment shit. Just pay for it off. You're the government. I mean, people are so used to like bullshit talking points from politicians that they never just go, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you giving me a down payment? You're the government. You're the government. Just pay it all off. You're in charge of the money. I hate to say it, but this is more important than the military. I mean, if there are no people here, the military has no people to protect. Israel freezes UAE oil deal over environmental concerns. Environmental scientists warn that pollution is causing penises to shrink. There you go. Now we're going to fix it. They can have to go 39. This was 3 days ago. Euro news. Yeah, that doesn't make news here in America. We don't care. Because it doesn't matter if you have a big or small penis, as long as you have a lot of money. Do we want to read this? BBC. Ooh. Stop it. Umbrellas were not really meant for two people. They're nice if you want to get close to somebody that you dig on, but generally, one umbrella per person is it. Because someone's shoulder always end up getting totally drenched. All right, let's do this. Click, 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 click. It's a good picture. Two girlfriends out on a walk or whatever. The UK is already undergoing disruptive climate change with increased rainfall, sunshine, and temperatures, according to scientists. The year 2020 was the third warmest, fifth wettest, and eighth sunniest on record. Scientists say that the latest UK state of the climate report, no other year in the top 10 on all three criteria. The experts say that in the span of 30 years, the UK has become 0.9 degrees warmer and 6% wetter. Which is not easy to do because even though the Brits don't like to admit it, they are an island in the North Atlantic. You know what I mean? So all the air around that island has to warm up too. I thought it would get cooler. Climate scientists debate UK 23rd resident. A lot of bullet points. What the hell just happened? Average. Look at this. There you go. 1981 to 2010. The whole damn thing is fucking deep blue. Right? So this is London. Oops, sorry. Good Lord, man. We know I'm math. So this is, you know what's funny? This is Wales. What is this? Ireland's up here. Scotland's down here, I want to say. Because I know England is England. The whole thing is England. But I want to say London is here. See, now I want to look up a fucking map of England just to make sure I'm not pulling English. Map. Was that Ireland? What did I say? Scotland? Northern Ireland, Ireland, Scotland. I thought Ireland was up here. Northern, that's what, yeah, okay, right. So this, London was where I said it was. So I guess Ireland is not on their map. But Scotland is? Well, I guess so. Scotland is sort of more connected to the island. Temperature, good Lord. And what happened to my mouse? Here you go. Hold on. There you go. I'm sorry. Good Lord, this is not good. All right. Our whole we have messed up our terrarium so bad. All right. Okay, what are we doing here? We're going to play guitar. And I've been playing the same thing for like 2 weeks now. We really need an actual, luckily we have Rick here to teach us. We need to get our schedule up and what we're gonna do. And we're gonna do that this weekend. We're definitely gonna do that this weekend because we don't want to lose momentum. I'm beginning to feel like we're losing momentum, but not for good reasons. Like I get that I'm older and I can't do 2 shows all the time. I can tape more shows and put them up. That makes more sense than have one live show all the time. Totally makes more sense. Yeah, we were talking about you're gonna start teaching on stream, which is awesome. So one of these is gonna go. One of these is gonna go. I swear to goodness, there's something on this side of this window because there's all these insects that are always over there, and now it looks like I don't know what that is. I think it's a wasp. I think there's a wasp nest over there. It's just a weird angle, but it's outside on the brick, so that's what happens, right? They'll find a way into the vent, and before you know it, they'll be blown out of this air conditioning duct, and I'll be screaming like a 12-year-old girl. Ah! So yeah, I have 2 books I work out of. Right, we talked about this. Here's my 2 books. Where are they? I have these 2. Scales and modes. This is I'm sorry. This is scales and modes, and this is progressions and improvisations. Ugh. I'll eventually get them all. Eventually. But man, I gotta tell you, I do this in the morning, then I go to work, then I come back and I eat. I don't really have time to read much about guitar, which is sad. But when I do come back, I'm like, I want to burn my brain in some fun hobbies that aren't guitar, and then I look up like Dungeons and Dragons shit, and it's out there. It's right. It's not really against my window, but it's right on the bricks, right next to my window. It's sunsetted. It's skyline. It's called skyline. It's skylined against the clouds, so you can see its shadows. That's why I think there's a wasp nest over there. There's got to be a wasp nest over there. Oh, good Lord. I mean, it's not a problem until it's a problem. Then it's a problem. Do I want to cut that light on? I don't want to cut that light on. Wow. Yesterday, I hate this. Like, this is old man stuff. I went to bed at like 10 p.m. I haven't gone to bed at 10 since I was in high school, or sexually exhausted. So high school. Hey yo, sorry. I have 2 books that work out. I have to go into tan one. The green one is exercise book, and the tan one is chords and phrasing. Exercise book? I might have to look into that. But yeah, this way I'll at least be able to read them. I wonder if they're on like they probably are. I can probably get it on my Kindle on my iPad or something. Remember, boys and girls, it's your weekend. It's up to you if you're gonna blow the doors completely off this motherfucker, if you're gonna respect, or if you're gonna respect the confines of this motherfucker. Either way, it's your motherfucker. So whatever you do with it is up to you. I would say you rock out in this motherfucker. Well, but the whole book, I think would be a little more interesting if it was. What am I thinking of? I guess on PDF is right. On a Kindle or something. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Whew. They are on off on off. I just looked at one off. Wait, what is this? Hmm. I was hoping that there'd be like an interactive version. Like there's a weird guitar kind of thing in Garage Jam where they are strings, but I don't even know what to do with that. That was that off was a typo. Oh, okay. Man, that brisket was awesome. I don't think I'm gonna regret it. But I am really like swimming. Uh I've been on a I hate to say I've been on a carnivore kick. Last week it was steak, and not just any steak, but charbroiled steak. I actually took a steak out yesterday, and that I'm just gonna like hit with salt and pepper tomorrow with an onion and an egg, and I'm gonna have half of it for fucking breakfast, and I'm gonna have the other half on a sandwich for lunch. And I think I need to throw a part of this was also me having a salad every day. Roughage is good for you people. Have a salad. It sort of jostles your interior and gets some stuff out. It can't just be meat. And when it is meat and like big roughage, like broccoli, like something that you gotta chew. Some what did they say? Something you gotta masticate. Okay, tomorrow you're grilling buffalo cauliflower. Are you gonna stream it? What is buffalo cauliflower? Streaming buffalo cauliflower. I'm streaming. Cook. I'm sorry about that. Uh, Cooking buffalo cauliflower. All right, so now we have to find out what buffalo cauliflower, because I don't think I've ever heard of that. Let's go here. I even spell cauliflower right. Hey, I did. Woohoo! Look at me. Buffalo cauliflower. Coconut oil, buffalo sauce, honey, garlic powder. Oh, okay. So you deep fry it, and then you can dip it. Let me see the images of this. Oh, they look like little chicken nuggets. Recipe. What's the recipe for this? Okay. It's baked, not fried. Delivered with all flavored the fried buffalo chicken wings on. So it's baked, not fried. Remember when the buffalo flavors were only for chicken wing joints? Margaret, the buffalo chicken dip that everyone started serving at the blue. All right. Are they all baked and not fried? Or is that a weird one? You don't deep fried either. Wrap an entire cauliflower in foil. Drown it in Frank's red hot. I put that shit on everything. That's my favorite hot sauce. Um, it's the vegan version of wings. I don't deep fry though. Instead of baking it. Oh, okay. But the traditional way is to bake it, preheat oven. I guess so. Line baking sheet with parchment, large bowl. Add flour, paprika, garlic, salt, blah, 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 and milk. And stir until well combined. Breaks them. Okay. All right. Hmm. Whew. All right. So, do I need more light in here? I feel like I need more light in here. Even as I'm well lit from like natural lighting because, the sky's a light essentially. Uh but man, oh man. Hmm. Excuse me. So what am I doing for my weekend? I have a shit ton of laundry to do. And I have to clean up this apartment. Oops. I have to answer some mail. I said every month since I started this, I would get a day off, but I can't use them until we hit the 90-day mark. And I'm 3 days away from the 90-day mark, right? 45 and 45 is 90. Yeah, that's right. you know it's bad when you have to check simple math. You're like, 1 and 1 is 3. Ugh. Whew. I think I'm getting tired of cowboy movies. Like everything, I get my filler stuff. And I've been watching cowboy movies easily for the last 3 months. Now I'm like, I don't want to see another fucking horse. I think I've seen them all anyway. So baking is the original way. I have a feeling you may know my friend Chris who plays guitar. He lives in Bird next door. He plays a corner in front of the statue. I don't know any buskers. I know no buskers. I aspire to be one though. Lean on me and singing high at the top of my voice, all off key. When you're not strong. People are like, oh, tears $1, man. Just stop it. I'll be your friend. Oh, here's 20. Just go. I'm singing to put my kids through college. No, I'll pay for all of the motherfuckers to shut up. He calls himself CJ. I don't know any buskers though. I don't know anybody who plays music on the street. I've got a steak I gotta cook tomorrow in there, but I also have sausage, broccoli, pasta in there, which I've sort of been ignoring because pasta is bad for you. Pasta is bad for you. That should have been broccoli, sausage, and like rice. But yeah, the pasta is not us. Oh, okay. There's a story about the Beatles that they would find somebody who knew a new chord and they would get on the bus to go meet that guy. And I heard that story. I was like, first of all, what kind of network trades secretive information about chords, right? This is the 50s. And how baller is that? And then two, how connected must you be to get that information, get on a bus, go across town, meet this guy, and then how much of an honor code system that is that you show up unannounced, not knowing the guy, and you go, yeah, I know Bob. He said you knew X. And you'd be like, oh, you know Bob? Come on into my house, strangers, and let me pull out my guitar and show you this chord. That is an amazing, like, that's how my mind works. I don't think, oh, what a story. I think, wow, all the layers of this story is interesting. If I stop doing 2 days all over the place, I can actually start writing again, which is what I really want to do. Reason I mentioned is, yeah, I like that. All right, so let's see if we can find this story about the Beatles going a million miles away to find this chord. Young Beatles chord bus trip. Ah, here you go. Found it immediately. All right, why don't we put you big and get rid of me? The Beatles, Paul and John the Fab Minor. The Beatles. Hold it. Is this the right one that I clicked on? The Beatles called Paul John Fab. George Harrison barely used the chord in his songs. When Paul McCartney tells the story of having to ride a bus. Yeah, this is the story. So I want y'all to all see this. First of all, I love a good story. Let's try one. Can y'all read that? All right, here we go. Ugh. Has a distinct sound, and the Beatles has a distinct sound, and while it would be foolish to try and narrow that distinct sound down to one explanation, there is one explanation worth considering as part of the larger picture. The frequency with which the Beatles used the minor 4 chord in their compositions. You know you're serious when they call your songs compositions and not songs. Mind you, this is pop music. These motherfuckers were just geniuses. I mean, they're Mozart for their day, right? Mozart wasn't classical music; he was pop music, and everybody knew him. All right, oh good lord, this whole thing is just really making my head hurt. I wish I could slow down this scroll wheel. Uh, in their compositions, this is really more of a John and Paul thing. George Harrison barely used a chord in his songs, and when he did, it wasn't in the typical way. But that's getting ahead of just a bit. The minor chord. Oh, good lord, where is the fucking story about the bus? Rock music, doo wop swap, da 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 da. Okay. McCartney also uses this progression, falling down half a step. Da, da. All right, I might want to watch this later, but right now I need to find what I was looking for. Uh, all right. I'm pretty sure it's totally messed up. Paul McCartney takes bus for Paul McCartney's character with Jarvis Cocker. Paul McCartney's story about learning to be 7 isn't rubbish. All right, here we are. We're in Reddit. Stay away from Reddit, boys and girls. Lennon McCartney takes 2 buses to some guy's house. Is this just a story? Because I just want the story. Oh, and it's short, just like this is the story. Let's hear it. Firstly, the Beatles, for me, in a nutshell, they found new ways to compose songs. They found new ways to record these songs. All right. 25 years ago, back in 1980, I bought the complete Beatles recording session, a book written by Mark Lewison, with detailed entries about every recording session of the Beatles. It's a must read, in my opinion. IMO. All right, let's do. Uh, Including research done by good lord. right? 25 years ago, so that the thought it was a must read in my opinion. After the book, I read many books about the Fab Four, including the recent one done by one of their engineers, Abbey Road to Stardust, Ziggy Scott. Mark Lewison, a true fact checker, decided to rewrite the story of the Beatles because, according to him, too much false information was available in print. He wanted to set the record straight, but tell a different story. Of course, he wanted to write another song about the Beatles, write another book about the Beatles. Even Ringo and Paul can't remember the facts, so Mark went out to do some serious paperwork. Now, 10 years later, okay, good lord, why don't you just? Is you? Are you selling me a book here? I think he's selling me a book here. I think he's selling me a book here. Wow, this I don't know. I can't play this here, but man, why can't I find this story? Everybody leaves with it, and then no one has it. We just went there. Huh? Oh, well, I guess I can't find it.
In fact, sometimes we travel the whole of Liverpool just to go to someone who knew a chord we didn't know. Remember once hearing about a bloke who knew B7. Now we knew E and we knew A. It was quite easy, but we didn't know B7. We didn't know B7. That was kind of the missing part of the link, the other chord, the last chord. So on we got on the bus, trooped across Liverpool, changed a couple of buses, found this fella, and he showed us B7. We learned it off him, got back on the bus, went home to our mates, and went, zing, got it.
I mean, come on, come on, come on. I mean, come on. That story is so good. That story is so good. Sorry about that. What is going on with you? Not so. Yeah, that's McCartney through the new album, December 18th. Yeah, he releases an album every 10 years called McCartney, and this is the third one. So this every 10 years. So oh my god, if you give him another 20 years so you can get to McCartney 5. This is one of my favorite Christmas songs. One for Christmas. Simply having a wonderful Christmas. It's such a good song. The choir children sing their song. They practice all year long. It's so good. It's so good. It's simple, but it's poignant at the same time. Paul be like, I will press every button on the synthesizer. The song is good no matter what time of the year. Yeah, I'm jamming out to it now. Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Again, I gotta tell you, it's an amazing thing. Let's close this. Woohoo! We have been streaming for 1 hour. Now it's Friday. We can go as long as we want, but I'm sort of exhausted. Saturday mornings, we go, oh man, I might go get some more brisket early tomorrow and just eat it on stream like a heathen. B minus 7 is midway my song. It's the connection for A and E. That's what he just said. That makes sense now. Hallelujah. They mentioned the minor fourth and major lift. What is a major lift? See, I've got so much shit to learn. Ooh, is this even full of? Oh, this needs more ice, but there is some in here. They got on a bus. Met the guy. He's like, "Hey, you know the E7, the B7? Yep, over here. Don't talk that. Don't. I don't want anybody to know. Like, it's so clandestine. It's so good." But ooh, gonna have to hit this with a little more water, and that will be that. B7 is connected to A to the E. All right, now what is B7? I gotta look that up. B minor 7. B minus 7. So it's like there are two of these. Well, I guess there's a lot of B minus 7s here. Which one do they mean? I'm gonna show you. Get rid of me. Make you big. This is a B minus 7. This is a B minus 7 too. And this one. This has a cause. This has to be frets 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what fret is this? This is 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is what sort of spins my head sometimes about like guitar images. Let's see if we can get some images. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this might just be finger placement. 2, 3, 4, and but this one has them all barred. And 2 on the 3 and 4th fret. You using one on the left. You use this one or this one. And this little box have all of them in there. It's got all of them in there. And they're all the first fret. All right, so this is, what is the second fret? The 5, the 3, and the 1. Ugh. 5, 3, and the 1. And this one has this finger on the B in the 3rd, so. But come on, guys, stop rattling. Wow. All right. How do you not rattle the strings beneath you? Ugh. Wow. Really? Don't hit the lower E? It's got the lower E right here. I'm pointing at it like you can see what I'm doing. It's got the lower E right here, right? I was trying to do this one, but I can't even do. Don't hit the lower E. But the lower E is. Wait, oh, you mean the 6th string? I'm sorry. Start your strum from the A, and all others are struck open. Right. This is the low E 6th string. I always mess with like. All right. Ooh, hey, my God, that's horrible. I need clearance. Give me clearance, Clarence. A little airplane reference for you guys, you film nuts. Okay, and then this is with the. Ugh. Come on now. Come on now. Oh man. Oh man, that's bad. I'm glad you got the reference. I feel like my fingers could lose some like width weight. Yeah, I do see it. So, but the thing that I have to get used to about this, look at this one. This says this is all of these are. This says all, you might as well just bar, right? So you bar everything to the sixth string, you bar it, and then you, oh, so you bar it, B string, D string. Ugh. So what was the other one? Oh. Here and here. There are 5 positions for each. Are there 5 positions for each chord? Why? How did I miss that? Why did I not know? That explains why. So do I get to choose which chord I want to use? So I don't know how. I don't have to know all 5 chords for each 5. I don't have to know 5 each 5 position for each. This fucking bug, man. I'm telling you, it is ginormous. Right. It gives you versatility around the neck. Let's put that up. They call them phrasings. All right. You will see the connection. There are 5 positions. We should put this up here on the screen. Phrasings. Right. I guess that makes sense. So I can just find the one that I like the best for me. I don't need to know all of them, right? I don't need to know all. Do I need to know all of them? Phrasing is a fancy word for what position you play the chord at. Oh, okay. So look at this one. This is 7. All of these are locked. These are A, G, A, B. All right, here we go. This is 7. This is 7. What are you doing? So this is 7, and this is 3 on 9. So do that and this. Wow. Who comes up with this? Yeah, I know. I think I have a pretty good idea. The ones that I like, I mean, these. This is a B minor 7. So this one is the same, but 2 more. But how would you do that? You would have to bar this, put this here immediately, and then immediately. Definitely takes getting used to. I'm still trying to build muscle memory from my A to my E. Actually, that's working. I tell you, man. A to E to D. A to E to D. A, E, D, D, E, A, A. Oh, that was D, E, D, A, E, A, D, A, D, A, E, A. That's connection for A to E to D. The other connect is for A to E to D. So E, hold on, wait. So B minus 7 is a connector to A to E, right? So wait, what was B minus 7? So this is A, this is E, A, E, B minus 7. Ooh, ooh. That's sloppy, but I get it. I hear it. I hear it. You know what? They may call this a failure, but we've only been at this for like a month and change. And I know like 12 chords. I just learned 3 chords. Well, I just learned to be 7 today. And I just managed to freaking dial the A to the D to the E to the A to the D. Oh man, I was trying to swing in and be fancy and get my C chord, which is murdering me. C chord. Oh man. Like I muffle it in 2 places. Good sweet Jesus. Now I can't keep these fingers off of lying on the fret. All right, hold on. My homie. We've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. I just got an invite to game, and I haven't gamed in a while, and I actually might end this stream to take my homie up on it because I tell him, I'll tell you what, we've been gaming partners like online for like 20 years now. And I was mentioning online, like I got obsessed with this and I was feeling bad because I was not connecting to my homies. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do another half hour of this, and then I'm gonna see if he wants a game. And then you guys can come over to Steam and watch me murder Sim or take over Sim Galaxies or whatever the magic of it is. The connector for A to E is D. Right. So some of these have connectors. So I shouldn't just be learning them to learn them. I should learn what chords go with my song is A, G, O. Really? Okay. Hold on. What? This is news to me. Let me Let's game in a half. I'll be done playing guitar then. It's been a while since I streamed straight to Twitch, so that would be good. Let's make sure I can remember how to do it. Let's game in a half. All right, we'll just shrink this down. He'll say what he says. All right. You eventually build what they call right. The other connectors A to E is D. So A, D, and E. Maybe I have to understand what a connector with being. Oh, so you use DAD? Is that the one you use? Yeah, we're gonna, man, we used to play for like hours on hours, just killing hordes of Zerg in like StarCraft. It was just the best time. It really was. It was our version, our generation version of a weekly poker night, except we did it every day. Yeah, we're gonna stream it on Twitch after this game session is over. So I'm not just a one-trick pony. I use AG and then D. AG and then D. I've been going too fast for my bridges. I've been watching all these how to compose a song videos. Like, A. G. Okay. Ugh. I think this is sitting funny on me. Ugh. See, this is this. I know what that is. It's this. I'm pressing the wrong button. This. It rings because I don't press down hard enough on it. Ugh. Is that an E? Hear that rattle? If you remember to keep your fingers fronted up to the feet, you'll get a cleaner tone and ring. Oh, fret. All right, so, but here's my thing, right? So I can get some of these right up here, but once they're together, they slide further back, and I keep, yeah. I mean, yeah, I need a clean tone. Ew. All right. Ugh. That rattle is murder. That rattle means I need to push like, and so that's just a weakness thing right there. Exactly. That rattle. Can I get a C in here? This C is murder. Right? I'm gonna have to relook up C actually it's still up there. It's been up there for a week. All right, C. Bam. Got it. Bet. I'm not wrong. I'm just bad at it. All right, here we go. C. Push down on it. And stop touching the low E, the high E string. Ooh, Bite down. That last one was unexpected. That clank, I don't even know what. Oh my goodness. So you live by me, right, Rick? We're in the same zone. We can do a double broadcast. In a mutually agreed upon space, because we all know the internet is full of crazy people. And we all know that I'm already telling everybody I'm crazy. Oh, you live by the oh, my brother's out there. You live by the Robert E. Lee statue. I wanted to go see them take that down, but I missed it. Oh, 2 hours away from there? There's so much history here in Virginia, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm obsessed with the colonists, with the founders and the colonies and the Revolutionary War. That's the one I'm obsessed with. I don't care about the Civil War. I think it should have been settled, and we shouldn't hate each other over it anymore. And like World War II, we did the world a favor, but we really need to stop making video games and war movies about it, because I think we could have been to Mars or the moon or something if we weren't resting on old laurels. Oh, you're 2 hours from the beach. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, so it's I finish with my A here, and I immediately and I don't adjust to get down here to the fret. He's already racing. All right. It's Friday, baby. Yeah. If I got like 2 or 3 hours in easily of gaming, I want to play some. We used to play Counter-Strike and straight. Oh man, some days were better than others. You get like 50 kills. It's like. I mean, it's a gamer thing. I know that it's not an accomplishment, but it's an accomplishment. It's weird how it plays on the primal man's mind to hunt and gather or hunt and kill, right? So we're gathering resources to commit sim war. I think it's a great idea. I really do. But every now and then, then you age out of those kind of games. You want to play like puzzle games or whatever. It really says a lot about the kind of person you are. There's a ton of games you can play. All right. I am feeling a little more comfortable with this thing now. It only took, what, 3 hours a day for 40 days? Like what? Like what? I'm gonna tally up the numbers just to see, because we're not done. Even though I'm getting a little loopy, I want a political pod in here, and we're gonna do that. The more I think about it, the more I think the AM show may go. And then, like I said, we can do a nightly guitar show for an hour. As soon as it ends, we could jump into like mayhem as a random pod of people playing guitar, or playing the whistle, or telling jokes, or playing cards, or talking shit. But we'll have a lot more like push, just because we won't be tired from like the morning session. Wow. Yeah, you're supposed to use all these fingers. So that's what I'm told. I should be doing this. Right? So these fingers hit the same string twice. Onto it. Right? And I'm just hitting this strike with the same finger. I get why you do that, because it builds independence. Lord, that's gonna be a problem. But I get it. I see why it's awesome to use 4. But my natural inclination is to use 3. Let's try the D one. Let's try with all 4 fingers. Yeah, it will trip you up. It's funny, since we started finger picking, we haven't picked up the plectrums. I think we did it once. So we're sort of starting over. All right, guys, we have been streaming for an hour and a half. Wow. We could go for another half an hour, but I usually plant the pinky for stability. I've been trying to do that, and I still lose my position over the strings. They say plant the pinky is bad form, but I can't. Oh, really? It's really the thumb should control the E and the A string, right? I was told it should control the E, A, and the D string, and then the G, the B, and the low E strings are each gets its own finger. So I was like, why does the thumb get 3 and everyone else gets 1? So I was sort of messing around, and I do like the top 2 strings gets the thumb, the middle 2 string gets the index, and the bottom 2 strings get the middle. Right. But I don't know how not to do it without planting the pinky, because I mean, I feel like it's right. It's like, ugh, before this thing slides off my lap. It's like right. I'm trying to get used to putting it right here, like on this little bit of wood, right? Because then I'm not over the hole, because I sort of want to put it here. But when I do that, I sort of lean on it. So I figure this way I know where the back of the fret is. And it's not that different a tone, right? it's right over the hole is this is the A. It's versus back here, right? And it's an acoustic. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put my finger. Even though you're not supposed to. How do you get like a satellite view of the strings, which is what you need? But right now I need to anchor in. Because the thumb is generally the bass strike and the others are melody. Ah. They say playing the pinky is bad form. Right, the thumb should control these two. And the index controls these two. And the middle controls these two. But they want, the book said the thumb controls and everything else its control has one string to its name. I'm like, that don't make any sense. The thumb is generally the bass. And this is the melody. That makes sense. G, D, G, D, E, A. Here we go. Horrible C. Close to the bridge is brassier. Close to the neck is bassier. Right. But I feel like the only way my whole hand won't lay across the strings where I'm doing this, I should be back here. And it's a little more of well, the tension is greater here before it loosens up. And like, I guess the best tone is directly over this, what do they say they call it? The guitar hole. I was like, can't be the name of it. Yeah, the guitar hole. Close to the bridge is brass. Close to the, they assign the thumb to more because it's used less. Yeah, the sound hole. It needs a better name than the sound hole. Ugh. Thank you. This one doesn't do that. This one just switches over. It's A twice, A sus twice, then E, right? Twice, then back to A. Once, E, once, A, once. The second version of that is A. Instead of 2-3, it's 3-2 A. Oh. Oh. Stop it. If I have the first one in my head, right? It's and then D with a shift down. must run it. Yes, I have to go too. All right. Thank you for all the help, man. Super duper helpful. I owe you like a bottle of champagne. I really do. Please, like, Rick, he's going to start a piano tutoring. So you might want to get on some of that. It's what we've been talking about here forever, right? As long as you get into your system, that's what matters. I want to thank you for coming through and helping me with my practice. I hope you enjoy your weekend, man. I hope your Friday night is balling and your Saturday is even more so. And we here, I am Truest Armor. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, True S Armor. Here on Haps, True Armor. And please like and subscribe to my Twitter page, which is Karma, Karma, Armor, Arma. And I'll probably be over there in about 15 minutes killing some sci-fi beasties with my homie. Thank you all for showing. I hope you have a good Friday, and I hope to see you tomorrow on Saturday morning, and then Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then Sunday night. 7 a.m. Saturday morning, might be a long stream. Get your coffee ready. Have your war stories about your Friday night situated, because we're going to go there. And at 6. So yeah, have your meal ready and tell us about how your Saturday went while we're playing guitar. Remember, we're going to shuffle up the thing in probably the next 2 weeks. And it's going to be balling ass awesome, as it always is. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Rick. Thank you very much. I want everyone to have a really good Saturday. What? Well, I want you to have a good Saturday. I want you to have a really good Friday night. The sun's about to go down. This is when things happen. Go out there and make things happen. And you can tell us your war stories tomorrow at 7 a.m. And if you sleep through it because Friday was a good night, perfectly fine. We will see you at 6. Thank you for coming through. We have been streaming for an hour and 43 minutes. And about here is where we will end it. 7:45. Take your vitamins. Wear a condom. Don't drink too much. Don't drink and drive. Wear a mask. Don't catch the flu. Play lottery when you think it's your number. That's always fun, right? Whether you win or not. And what else? Tell the people that you love them, and be tight with your homies, and know that every day, as you battle it out, you got allies out here, right? And that's what it's about. Yeah, there you go. So remember, give Rick a like. He's in the chat. And he's up on the screen. You can see his comment. And we will see you all in the next one. Mwah.